And I'm also family to brown skin, light skin, English speaking, slang talking, bald headed, tattooed, Latin, Hispanic, native, hoodlum, whatever you want to call them, original survivors and descendants and inhabitants of America. We have lived within this culture working to be defined as something beyond what we look like, where we're imagined to be from, and what neighborhood we live in. If I were to lose my voice, Amnesty International has evidence that I might be deported simply because of the color of my skin, even though my family has been here for 6 generations before it became California, before it was part of the United States. I might be deported. I don't even speak Spanish, but estoy aprendiendo. I'm learning. Because of all of the voices that I am, as part of my story, as a poet, a human being, a world citizen, along with all the voices that I am an activist volunteering and lobbying for the public good. Lobbying my congressman and imploring my community to support the establishment of a U.S. Department of Peace and Nonviolence. There are better answers to the challenges we face. It is time to make peace a line item on every budget. Personal, city, county, state, national, and international. What we know when we study peace, what we know is there are ways to indicate violence. There are ways to indicate the rise of hate, as we are witnessing now. Have a bad economy. Have a one-sided media that stirs up the basest fears in any human being, and you will have violence. Have an education system that does not teach a sense of history and understanding of reconciliation of our past mistakes and our future possibilities. Have that education system, and we will stir up hate if it's not available. We know these things, and yet we are focusing very little of our resources and energy on coming up with the answers. There are answers. There are answers. How many believe there are answers? How many of you are living peace after a very, very personal decision to decide that nonviolence was the only way that made sense? Right? So as a community, the Department of Peace will be the community response to that decision. That we will put our energy and our focus on what matters and what works and what restores community and unity. I don't know what went wrong in those folks' lives that they have chosen hate, but it is a community responsibility to address those issues and stop them before they have a chance to feed and grow into something else with other people.